one, that you're going to send President Bola Tinubu back to Lagos. You are going to retire him. There are those who are asking, how would you do that? With a lot of people moving into the APC, there are governors now moving into the APC, and those who say whatever the opposition is doing is gradually and working steadily for Tinubu and the APC returning in 2027.
They can believe what they want to believe. They can engage in self-delusion. They can use the carrot and stick tactics, you know, to lure governors or intimidate them into joining. You know, governors that know what they are doing, taking from the till, will have no choice but to join the APC because, you know, when you are in the APC, you are immunized from being investigated for corruption. They will do all that. But at the end of the day, the Nigerian voter will decide based on President Tinubu's performance and the performance of governors. It is not a governor moving to a party that will make that party win elections. I was governor of Kaduna State. I was one of Bola Tinubu's biggest campaigners, but I couldn't deliver the state to him. Bola Tinubu himself couldn't win his state with his own governor in place. So these things are not as theoretical as people want them to be. And if you want to engage in self-delusion, you are free to do so. So I will not tell you how we are going to win. But I tell you very clearly, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, the worst case scenario in the 2027 elections is that no winner will emerge in the first round. We may have to go for runoff. And Bola Tinubu will not be on the ballot for the runoff because he will at best be third in the election. He has no pathway to win. I have done the maths, I have done the analysis. He will be at best third. But he can deceive himself. He may think, oh, you know, I have money. Because they have taken all the money in the country. I have INEC, I have the police, I have the army. You know what, President Tinubu? Invite President Jonathan for a chat and ask him if he didn't have all this in 2015 and we got him out.
Is the case still the same, similar to 2015?
It's
there are
worse.
those who will say Tinubu has never lost an election. And it's different as a politician compared to Goodluck Jonathan.
Tinubu has never lost an election. That can be contested. But it's okay. He has never lost an election. It's a political strategist. He's this, he's that. Wait. Rufai has said, if you want to learn some lessons, invite President Jonathan for a chat over coffee and ask him what happened in 2015. That's all.
If you were made a minister, would you be saying all this thing that you're saying?
If I was made a minister, I would probably have resigned. Once I saw the direction of the government, I would have resigned and I would have said the same thing. People think that this minister is a big deal. I was minister when I was 43 years old, 20 years before. They're still talking about what I did in FCT. People forgot that I left the FCT 2007. I left the FCT 18 years ago. Okay? And I have no desire to be minister. I didn't want anything. I've made it very clear. People can come and say all kinds of things, revise history and so on. They are free to do so. As I said, people's opinion of me doesn't make me lose any sleep. I don't care. I know who I am. I know what I am. I sleep well every night. And I don't need anyone to validate me or your criticism to affect me.
Because your disqualification was based on security, that you're a threat, you're a security threat.
Yes.
And that's why.
Yes, and I'm still
around. They couldn't have you in government.
I'm still around. But Bella Turji is not a security threat. Dogo Gide is not a security threat. Every day they announce they have killed one, but the most important terrorists are still roaming the streets. The security story is all an exit strategy for Bola Tinubu because he has changed his mind about wanting me to be a minister. I don't know what his reasons are, but he changed his mind.
I understand that you had ambitions and you were going to use that office for your own personal ambition, and it was clear. Those are what I heard that really happened.
Well, I'm hearing this one. First, I'm probably the only politician in Nigeria who has never had ambitions. Every position I've held in office, I was asked, I was invited, I was literally begged, like Tinubu begged me on the platform in Kaduna to serve because I get things done. I have never had ambitions. I am a person that gets difficult things done. That's why Obasanjo got me into the government. That's why Buhari asked me to go and be the governor of Kaduna State. I have never had ambition. I'm probably the only politician without ambitions.
Number two, falling out with these people that have called you. Why do you keep falling out with them?
Who have I fallen out with?
They talk about fallout between you and OBJ and what he said about you. Now Bola Tinubu.
Look, OBJ has said many good things about me. He has said many bad things about me. But today, tomorrow, go and ask him. OBJ will tell you I'm one of his best appointees ever. And it was OBJ that invited me to be the deputy chairman of the Nigeria-Congo Business Council. I'm still in touch with him. I still go to him for advice. I've not fallen out with OBJ. If anybody thinks there is a falling out, it's his imagination. Throughout the time I worked with Obasanjo, we quarreled and made up many times. It's the nature of our relationship. And depending on the mood, you know, that's it. But coming back to your question, okay? So, number two, I said I don't have any ambition, all right? Number three, what was I going to be? I was going to be the minister in charge of electricity. And I had a plan to ensure that by 2030, every part of Nigeria is covered with 24/7 reliable electricity. That was the plan I gave to Tinubu. What is the ambition there? What is the ambition? Finally, what if I have ambition? If the work that I will do will provide Nigerians with electricity, will solve their problems, what has my ambition got to do with it? Is the country not important enough to tolerate my ambition if I had any? It is sheer idiocy and lack of love for country, okay, for people to sit and play games like that with the destiny of a country. Okay, so they have their minister of power. They have made progress with the electricity. I took the entire plan, which was developed by McKinsey and Boston Consulting Group, pro bono, because they know me, they respect me. I gave the entire plan to the government. Why can't they implement it? So that Nigerians will have electricity.
Would that plan assure us
that plan,
constant electricity?
By 2030, every part of Nigeria will be covered and will have reliable electricity.
And that plan is not being followed?
I have given them the plan. You ask them what they have done with it. No. I love this country. I don't care.
You don't have ambitions, but there are those who say that you're going into the ADCs because of your plan and an agenda, your ambition towards 2027.
They are free to say what they want to say.
Do you want to become a VP candidate? Is that your ultimate goal?
I am not interested in any position. I have never been. Okay?
If not even a president?
Listen, Shehu, the purpose of having power is to do something with it. Okay? If I feel I have solutions to Nigeria's problems and I can make a contribution and I'm the best candidate and can win, I will run for an office. But I don't think so now. And where we are now, people are talking about ADC and talking about ambitions. Where we are now is to build a strong party. It is premature, in my view, to be talking about who runs for this or that. I know habitual contestants or those that have run for office before, you can see clearly they want to run again. And some of them have announced that they want to run. But frankly, I think it's a distraction. I think we should focus on building a strong party because the party is very weak. The ADC is not a national party. We have to make it a national party. We have to invest our human, material, and financial resources to make it a national party. That's the first step. When you build a strong party, as we did when we formed the APC, then you are in a position to say, let's have a process that will produce a presidential candidate that can win the election. We're not there yet.
Can Nigerians trust those of you who have moved into the ADC? Because there are no new faces in that ADC. As congregation in that room, as shown on the pictures in that room, as shown on the screen right now, there are a lot of people from the PDP and some from the APC. And the questions that the APC is asking, or some Nigerians may be asking, is that what difference do you, who have come into the ADC now, want to make in Nigeria that is different? And those of you who have been in power before, why haven't you changed Nigeria? Why do they believe you now?
My response to that is 3 points. First, look, ask yourself, and you asked that question last week or 2 weeks ago. Ask yourself, under the APC government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is your life better? If your life is not better, why not give another group a chance? That's one. But if you are okay, if your life has been improving, but I know that in the last 2 years, 30 more million people have been thrown into poverty because of the policies of this government. So, if you are not one of those 30 million, your life has improved. By all means, stay with APC. Number two, where do you want the politicians in ADC to come about? Do you want them to come from Mars?
So, Rufai make his own observation, and anyway, I commend him for his boldness and speaking his mind. And according to him, he said 4 years is too small to develop Nigeria. Yes, but remember the time that he stopped Peter Obi from holding a gathering in Kaduna. You didn't remember that time? Okay, this life not done by done, sha. Because if you know what happens to you today, it could happen to you tomorrow. Like some people say, this is a lie. He never stopped Obi, but Obi stopped him and imprisoned him in Anambra. Check well before you comment. Shut it. Obi never stopped him, and that has since been debunked. You people keep mentioning these lies just to please yourself. Go ahead. It is your right. People they fight though. People they fight for comment section. But anyway, I will leave the full video for you to watch as hear his comments on channel television. Please like, share, and subscribe. It was one-on-one with Rufai.
Or they have never been in politics? Are those the kind of people that can credibly challenge the APC and Bola Tinubu's government? We from the APC, we know where the dead bodies are buried. Some of them, like ATIKU Abubakar, from the PDP, they know where the dead bodies in PDP are buried. Together, we can face the evil that we see in the APC and defeat it. Okay? You cannot have totally new people coming out of nowhere to challenge the APC machine.
Is the reputation
number three,
of those,
I haven't finished.
Is the reputation of those
I have
of you
not
there?
finished. I have not
if
finished.
you have not been able to fix Nigeria, a lot of you are in your 60s and 70s.
I have not finished, Sheung. Okay. Third, regarding reputation. Look, I stand by my reputation. Go and look at what I have done. I have never been given the opportunity to change Nigeria. When was I president? But go and look at the agencies that I ran. I ran the BPE. Go and check. Go and check my history when I ran the FCT. Go to Kaduna and talk to any man on the street when I was governor. I can speak for my reputation. You cannot, Rotimi Amechi can speak on his record. Okay? Peter Obi can speak on his record. So this is what you should look at, not collectively bunch us and say, nobody in that room that you are accusing has ever had the opportunity to run Nigeria and change it. So why are you blaming them for not able to fix Nigeria? The one that is here now, Bola Tinubu, that we all supported to be president, has been given the opportunity. What is the result? We have moved exchange from 400 to 1,600. 30 more million people have fallen into poverty. Agriculture has been destroyed because of a stupid policy of making food cheaper through importation. There are so many things going wrong.
But Malam, would it be fair, right, after just 2 years of a 4-year mandate, for you to bring down the roof and criticize this government that has not really unveiled and unraveled all of its plan that it planned for 4 years? It's a 4-year plan, but it's just halfway done, and you think that this government is a failure. In fact, you call this government evil. Is that fair? Is that a fair statement?
It is fair, and I'm the only person qualified to call it evil because I know evil when I see it.
So this government is evil?
It is.
How? In what way?
30 million people.
Evil is an extreme word to use.
30 million people thrown into poverty. 30 million people thrown into poverty. Look, I met someone, and an elder statesman, that told me that the first time he came in close association with the government was 1959, when he was a polling clerk during the during the 1959 elections. And he said, since then, I have seen governments, I've been part of some governments. And as far as I know, every government in Nigeria comes with the right intention to make the country better. He said, except this one. This is the only government that came from day one only to make money for itself and its own cronies. This is cronyism of the highest order. He said, this old man, he is in his 80s, he said, I have never seen anything like this. There is not even a pretense of good intention. This is his assessment. He's 80-something years old, not mine. But the results are on the ground. And we are free to assess our government even 2 weeks after by its policies. We are free to do so. We are the voters. We are the judge.
Madam, give me the moment again. Those who are being the judge and those who will blame someone like you, because you are one of those who convinced Nigerians that that's the right way to go. And 2 years down the line, Nigerians should hold you accountable. Because you came on this platform and you said that that is the man that should get the job done.
Absolutely.
And 2 years down the line.
And that's why you should look at me very carefully and look at yourself when I come back to say I was wrong.
But should I believe you now?
Don't believe me.
You said so to Nigerians time.
Do not believe me if your economic situation has improved since Tinubu took over. Don't believe me. I can see you have a nice suit and a nice red tie. Maybe your own economic situation.
Similar to him that went 2 years ago.
I don't know. No, I'm asking you.
I'm speaking as though Nigerians who are watching who listen to you that time.
I put the same to every Nigerian. If your situation, your security situation, you live in Zamfara, Jos, Plateau, Benue, Kaduna, Zamfara, Katsina, has your security situation improved? Then I'm lying. Has your economic situation improved? They say that the price of this is coming down. But what was it when he took over?